Hello everybody, Deadman's Macaroni here. Get your macaroni ready because this is part, I believe, 4, either 3 or 4 of Mountain Blade. At least I'm pretty sure this is the right character. Let's see, I really don't remember what I was doing. Looks like a Nord wall, Nord shield wall with big ear archers. Which is kind of similar to what I'm doing on my character that I've got going right now. I'm doing like a raider, like a Nord raiding party basically. So it's basically just this guy minus the archers. I'm just doing all Nords. Anyways. So what exactly were we doing? Let's see. I don't really remember if we were affiliated with any of the, the different kingdoms yet or not. It doesn't really look like it. What was our party max? 58. Let's go ahead and recruit a few more. A few more soldiers can't hurt. Probably should have looked to see exactly how much money I have though first. Just to be safe, because I have done that before. It can sneak up on you. Even if you think, you have enough, you've got a few thousand at some point, you can spend more than you think just recruiting and upgrading soldiers. Holy hell, that's a lot of Nords. Especially so early in the game. Okay, didn't I kind of just want to join one of the kingdoms? I'm pretty sure I said that's what I was going to do, because I'm doing a noble. So, were we just going to join the Nords? In which case we should probably just join them. Or at least try. Let's see. The king isn't there. Thing is, I really don't want to join them as a mercenary. I probably could get the quest right now because they're at war, but the problem with being a mercenary is that they don't come to your aid if you're in battle. Like if you're actually a noble in the kingdom, right? And you get into a fight, you're outnumbered, but there's another noble of your kingdom close by, they'll join the battle. If you're a mercenary, they don't, and I think that's so stupid because you're just on the same side. You're technically employed by their kingdom at that point. So I don't know. That's just a little detail I always kind of thought was dumb, and it makes it hard to be a mercenary at times, especially if you don't have a powerful party, which we kind of don't. We definitely don't. At least not yet. Move these guys up. Yeah, it's fine. I like to keep my party somewhat organized. I remember at one point really early on, like when I hadn't had the game for very long, I had an army that was just, I had so many different types of units in it that it got a little bit annoying to scroll through it and actually upgrade my soldiers after each battle and stuff. It's just got pretty time consuming. So I don't recommend that. I like to have a themed army. This is just my opinion though. Okay, so yeah, we really don't have a whole lot of money. I don't even know where I'm going right now, honestly. I was gonna come over here and fight some mountain bandits maybe, just to, as some easy targets to train up our new recruits or whatever. But I kind of feel like we could just fight sea raiders if we really wanted to. But at the same time, no, I shouldn't do this because if I want to join the Nords, then I'm gonna want to actually be doing quests for them and stuff, so I can have allies.
I'd slit your throat for a
Uh-oh.
trinket.
Well, not uh-oh, this is why I'm here. Not sure why they thought they were gonna win. I mean, they're heavily outnumbered. You'll notice that sometimes bandits will just attack you for what seems like no reason, given that you're very obviously going to end up winning the fight. Okay. Man, it's been so long since I recorded this, I kind of don't remember what I've already said. So I'm like, I don't want to just repeat myself too much. I'm sure I've already explained like the tactics and stuff, which took me a little while to figure out, but it's a little bit hard on the controller, the PS4 controller. I'm sure it's much better on the PC or whatever, but you know, it's what I got for right now. I'm planning on getting a computer eventually. Probably not like super soon, but whenever I can. Just because it seems like the superior thing to have overall. I mean, sure, I could get a PS5, but my thing with that is anything that they come out with on the PS5 other than PlayStation exclusives is also probably going to come out on the PC, only with mods that are actually like open. I mean, PS4 has mods on certain games, but there's a lot that you can't do that you can do on PC, so that's where I'm like, it just seems like the better thing to get. And that's coming from a person who's been, you know, a console gamer pretty much my whole life, so yeah. Leave the rest of that junk. Not valuable enough to worry about it. Although we are so early on that it kinda is, but not really. Alright, now the fruits of our labors. More powerful soldiers. I was gonna make some archers, but then I remembered. That's right, I got big ear archers. So I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, but I don't know. Seems like what it would be to me. I've heard people pronounce the different kingdoms in a handful of different ways just from watching different LPs of this and stuff. Kingdom of Nords. Ooh, they took... Yeah, for some reason the Nords always take this thing. Always. That's interesting though. I haven't seen that one before. But this always happens. And then sometimes like the Vagirs will take it from the Nords because they go to war. And then the Swadians will take it back from them, and it changes hands a lot because it's a very central kingdom. Man, this is gonna be like no progress at all in this episode. But that's okay, you know. You know. Oh, that's interesting, I guess. I like to kind of pay attention to who's at war, especially if I'm trying to join a kingdom, because you don't want to join a kingdom, I wouldn't say, when they're at war with like 2 different kingdoms or 3 different kingdoms. They're just pissing everybody off. The Swadians are probably the hardest to join because they tend to get hit hard because they're in the center of everything. The Vagirs tend to get hit pretty hard too. But honestly, I think it's all kind of RNG. I've seen it go a handful of ways. Okay. Wish I could find Ragnar, but I guess I could just go to one of these castles and ask whoever's there, because I am a noble, so I can get in the castles. That's the nice thing. If you choose to be a commoner, you have to actually, like, you have to be either serving the kingdom as a mercenary or something, or you have to win a tournament. Let's see. King Ragnar. Telrog Castle. Alright. Believe that's in the Nordic Kingdom. Let's see. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so yeah, he's right over by Sargoth. Wow. Jeez, man. Running around in circles. Yeah, that's kind of the thing about the Vaegirs, is they tend to get hit by both the Nords and the Kurget. So they kind of get like sandwiched, I guess, and then sometimes they go into war with the Swadians as well. So they're just getting hit by all three sides. But then I've also seen them push out and, you know, beat back the Nords and push out into Swadia too, so don't underestimate any of the kingdoms. The game just kind of has a way that it tends to go, but I've noticed that it's not necessarily set in stone. At your service. Probably don't want to be too rude to the king. Well, I figured he was going to say that, but let's see if he has any tasks. No lord should have to admit this, dead man's end, but I was inspecting my soldiers the other day, and there are men here who... Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. There are men here who don't know which end of the sword to hold. I need someone like you to knock them into shape. You are a warrior of renown. Will you train some troops for me? I would be grateful to you. I'm kind of not a big fan of this one, so I don't think I will. Even though it's the king, so it would be good, but I just think it would take too long. If I was farther in, I would. If I had more troops, I would, but right now, if I get 5 Nord veterans, we're going to be keeping them. Sometimes if you just ask them a few times, they will have another quest, but doesn't look like that's working right now. Well, dang it. That was a waste of time. Well, that's pretty much this whole episode so far. You know what? Screw it. Let's go fight some Sea Raiders. Get a better army. We can worry about joining them later. That way we can at least grow in strength a little bit in this episode. Do something other than, you know, wandering in circles aimlessly. Well, not aimlessly, but you know, not fruitfully, that's for sure. That'll happen a lot. It'll turn to night and you won't be able to catch them. That's kind of part of why I don't like to get too many guys in my party early on. I tend to like to actually train up my troops a little bit more and then recruit a few more. But I guess I just got a little bit ahead of myself this time. Kind of forgot just how early on it was. Because we're only on like, I mean, here I can check. Dang it, I meant to sell my stuff, but check which day it is real quick. It is, at least I think there's a way you can check. I'm sure there is, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We need food. Kinda really glad I stopped here now, because you don't want to run out of food. You end up having renown issues, and then troops will abandon the party, which can be really frustrating, especially if they're like elite soldiers that you've put a lot of money into. Let's see. That's probably good. We don't have a lot of troops yet. Or a lot of money. Okay. Where are you, Sea Raiders? Seem to be hiding. Usually there's at least a few parties of like 20, but man, they are not here today, apparently. Oh, there's one. If we could actually catch them, that would be helpful. Oh, I lost them. This is not going good, man. Kind of a running theme with these. Okay, now he's coming back towards us. Well, he was. Crap. Sorry if that's getting a little too loud. You know what? Let's land some Tundra Bandits then. Screw it. If they don't want to cooperate, we'll go after somebody else. Why not? Man, one battle. This must be so boring. Yes, we can save the village farmers from these 7 raiders just for the sake of doing something. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna charge in. Well, no, I probably shouldn't. Also, it might be worth noting that on my other character I upped the difficulty a little bit, so I'm not sure if those like settings carry over into this file or not. I could probably just check, but probably should check because it kind of affects it a lot. A lot more than you think, because basically there's, you know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to explain it, I'll just show it off. Man, they're cutting those, I was going to say they're cutting those peasants to pieces, but no, those were our dudes. That's not terrible, I mean, you're gonna have losses, right? When you lose soldiers, try not to get too frustrated, because like I just said, it's pretty much gonna happen eventually. That's how I look at it anyways. Is this shield better? Because it seems like it would be. Resistance 3. Oh no, those have no resistance, that's right. Those are like the worst shields in the game. Bandit shields. I mean, yeah, let's try to corner these guys. It's really weird. Sometimes the raiders will do the same thing as the nobles, where they'll join the battle if they're close enough, but then sometimes they don't. So I don't know if they only do it if they know they're gonna win or something. They're a little more cautious about it. Shooting a random arrow on accident. Gotta love it. There's actually a trophy for hitting just hitting an enemy from like the other side of the field. You gotta get like I forget what it is, like a 10 difficulty on it or something. Each see like 2.0 difficulty. I believe it has to be like a 10.0, so they basically just gotta be really far away. Pretty much you just blind fire into the air until you hit something and then get it. That's what I did. Start of each battle. Damn. Cut my man down right in front of me. Axe to the face. And yet he's only unconscious. Makes perfect sense. No, we don't want a farmer. Even though I'd normally like to take them, just because they are the start of the mercenary line, I would rather just stick to the Nord theme, at least for now. Later on in the game, I've noticed, like, once you have castles and stuff, it becomes a little bit harder to stick to a theme, because at times you'll just really need troops. So you just kind of take whatever you can get. Man, sometimes I think I'm just talking too much rather than just playing the game. Shut up and play the game. Then again, that's not my style. Gotta do it how I actually want to, right? Might as well spend our skill points. Go into strength. Since we're almost at 12 anyways, might as well do it. I was gonna just get a iron flesh, but let's make sure there was nothing that would maybe be a little bit more useful immediately. We already have a handful of first aid, 2 first aid, 2 tactics. I mean, we're still pretty low level, so let's hold off on trainer for now. I mean, yeah, iron flesh it is. And then one-handed. Archery. No, I don't want to change my name, game. Okay, let's not even bother. I was going to try to corner them as well, but no dice. Oh, I guess we're not catching them either. Man, can't catch anything. Don't really remember having this much of a problem so early on. It's not like we have that many troops. I mean, shouldn't be as much of a problem as it is.
Less talking, more raiding.
I think I might take these manhunters that they have, because that wouldn't be a bad thing to have some cavalry. Especially since I'm a cavalry unit, and just kind of be good to have some other cavalry that I can do something with. Circle around the enemy or something, although notice that's kind of hard to do. They tend to notice and like send some troops, like they'll break their soldiers in half and send some off to fight you, or off to fight your cavalry, which I think is kind of dumb, because you're not able to do that unless you go in and like make a certain rank of soldier group 1 and a certain rank of soldier group 2, which nobody's gonna do that. Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody out there does, but on the PS4, that's gonna be way too much micromanagement on the controller. Because just the tactics that I do are annoying enough just to kind of... You can probably notice I like to set up my next action beforehand, just so that I don't have to spend time pulling it up in the menu while I'm in the middle of fighting. Because I have gotten killed from doing that before. thought they had 4 manhunters, but I guess we only get 2 because of the noble. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. Alright, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Sorry this was kind of an uneventful episode, but it's the way she goes sometimes. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. See you then.